Alright, so let's talk about something that's been making headlines and shaking up the world economy: US tariffs. Now, tariffs might sound like some boring government jargon, but trust me, their after effects ripple across the globe in ways you might not expect. So, what actually happens when the US slaps tariffs on imports? Let's break it down. First, a tariff is basically a tax on goods coming into the country. It makes foreign products more expensive in the US. The goal? Usually to protect American industries and jobs. But here's the catch. Things rarely go as planned. When the US raises tariffs, other countries often retaliate with their own tariffs on American products. That's called a trade war. And nobody likes a war, right? Suddenly, US farmers might see their soybeans piling up because China don't want to pay extra for them anymore. Europe don't want to pay extra for them anymore. American manufacturers relying on imported steel electronics, their costs shoot up, making it harder to compete both at home and abroad. But the ripple effect goes way beyond the US borders. Global supply chains are like huge, complicated webs. If the US puts tariffs on, say, car parts from Mexico, it's not just Mexico feeling the pain. Factories in Canada, Germany, Japan, all linked to that chain, might slow down or lose business. Now let's zoom out a bit. When major economies start fighting over tariffs, investors get nervous. Stock markets get shaky. Big companies might cancel expansion plans or freeze hiring, which impacts jobs from Detroit Deli. And if things escalate, global growth can stall. In 2018 and 2019, when the US and China went head-to-head with tariffs, the entire world economy slowed down. But it's not just numbers, stock charts. Tariffs can change what we see on store shelves and how much we pay for everyday stuff. If a tariff makes imported electronics more expensive, maybe you put off upgrading your phone. Or if groceries cost more because of tariffs on food imports, families have to stretch their budgets even further. And here's something wild. Sometimes tariffs have the opposite effect of what was intended. American companies might move factories out of China, but instead of bringing them back to the US, they go to Vietnam, Mexico. So jobs don't always return home. In the end, tariffs might look like a quick fix, but the aftershocks can last for years. They can sour relationships between countries, drive up prices, slow down innovation, and make the whole world economy more unpredictable. So next time you hear about new tariffs, remember, it's not just politicians. Big companies who feel the impact, it's all of us everywhere in ways you might not see right away, but definitely feel over time.